Hello, welcome to the divisibility rule part 2 video. Okay, now if you remember the last video that we watched, we talk a lot about divisibility with the numbers 2 and 3. Today we're going to be talking about divisibility, but we're going to change the numbers up a little bit. We're going to be talking about numbers 6 and 9 today. How do I know if a number is divisible by 6, and how do I know if a number is divisible by 9? There are a couple of easy rules to do, so what I'd like you to do is open your notebooks right now to the vocabulary section, and let's go ahead and start in. Okay? This is the divisibility rules, part 2. Okay? This has stayed the same. We say that a number is divisible by another number when you can divide it evenly. Let's take a look at the examples that I've written down here at the bottom. Make sure to write these down because these are new from yesterday. Okay? 428. 428 we know is divisible by 2. How do we know that? Because it ends with the number 8. This means that it can be divided into 2 equal parts. Remember the rule from yesterday. It's divisible by 2 if it ends with a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. This ends with an 8, so I know it can be divided into 2 equal parts. The number 93. We know that 93 is divisible by 3 because if you add the numbers 9 plus 3 together, you'll get the number 12. 12 can be divided into 3 equal parts, so I know that 93 is also divisible by 3. Those were the rules that we did yesterday. Okay, today we're going to work on a couple of new rules, and these ones are about the number 6 and 9. So go ahead and get out your notebook. Be sure to put these in your notebook. When is a number divisible by 6? Okay, a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So the only way that you can answer this question is to look at the number and ask, is it divisible by 2? And is it divisible by 3? If you answer yes to both of those questions, then it is divisible by 6. Okay, so let's take a look at the number 36. The first thing you do is ask yourself, is it divisible by 2? Well, the answer to that is yes, because we know that it ends with a 6. Because it ends with a 6, we know it's divisible by 2. Then you have to ask yourself the question, is it divisible by 3? Now, if you remember from yesterday, our rule is if you add the 3 and the 6 together, and it will equal 9, we know that 9 is divisible by 3, so that must mean that 36 is also divisible by 3. Now, if you have answered yes to both of these questions, you have to have them both. Then the number is also divisible by 6. If you answer yes to one of the questions but not the other one is not true, then it is not divisible by 6. Okay? The second rule is when is a number divisible by 9? Okay, we know that a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. This is a lot like your 3 rule. But just because it's divisible by 3 does not mean that it is divisible by 9. Let's take a look at that. For example, the number is 81. So if I add the 8 and the 1 together, I get 9. Can I divide 9 by 9 evenly? Yes. If I have 9 pieces of candy and 9 friends, each friend would get 1 piece. So yes, that means that 81 is divisible by 9. Let's look at the number 136. If I add those numbers together, the 1 plus the 3 is 4, plus the 6 is 10. If I have 10 pieces of candy and 9 friends, can I divide that evenly? No, I cannot. Everyone would get 1 piece, but then I would have 1 left. So 136 is not divisible by 9 because you cannot add those numbers together and get something divisible by 9. Be sure to write this down. These 2 rules are very important. Here's the rule for 6, and here's the rule for 9. If you haven't written them down yet, make sure to pause and write them down now. Okay, please flip your notebooks over and go into your practice section. Okay. Today, your practice is the following. Which of these numbers is divisible by 6 and which one's divisible by 9? Here's your T-chart with the 6 and 9 here. So you're going to go through and ask yourself, is this divisible by 6? Well, how do I know? It has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. If the answer is yes to both of those, then yes, it's divisible by 6. Then you say, is 54 divisible by 9? Add the numbers together. If it's divisible by 9, then you put 54 in this column and 54 in this column. If it's not, then don't write them. Okay? These are your numbers for tonight. Make sure to leave any questions that you have for me. We will discuss this tomorrow in class. Have a great night.